One major benefit of homeschooling is greater opportunity for flexible teaching. Working with 1 or 2 students at a time makes it exponentially easier to adjust the plan or make a new plan altogether. Especially if your student is showing interest in something he hasn't before, your flexibility could be the key to unlocking new skills. Here, you'll see a student choosing an activity that hadn't held his attention in the past. But when he selected the Play-Doh shapes for his warm-up, we ended up spending 30 minutes exploring ways to learn with these materials. At first, the activity was student-led. Then, I demonstrated how to trace the shapes, and together we labeled and colored. After that, I drew the shapes for the student and he cut them out independently. After cutting, he glued them onto another sheet of paper, and yes, I let students use bottled glue and love it. I made sure to keep the student engaged with questions even when I was doing the writing or drawing. To work on core strength, which is a prerequisite for writing, we used a scooter board to play a simple game. I called out a shape, and the student had to retrieve that shape and bring it back to the bag. Of course, I did have to demonstrate this before expecting the student to do it, but he got the hang of it and did awesome. The next day, to practice yes/no questions, I asked the student if he wanted to do shapes again, and he did. But today, we did a different activity, and in total, it still lasted 20 to 25 minutes. Again, the student had free rein for the first few minutes, exploring the materials his own way. Then I simply asked him to pick a shape, and I wrote the name of the shape and drew it as well. The student traced the word and the shape, totally engaged and having a great time. We could have also had the student copy the words without tracing, but for today, we chose tracing. Each day is different and your student is learning in new ways. Embrace that and let it guide you on your homeschool journey.